Hello, today is the final day here of Chapter 10, so today is your Chapter 10 review. So I'm going to write at the top of my page 10-R for review, today's date, and we are just going to write Chapter 10 review. And that would be on page 352. I will do odds with you, then you will do evens for homework, okay? So that should be here. Okay, let's get started. We have to use our protractor to classify the angle it gives us. So I'm just gonna draw it as best as I can. We need to classify it as acute, obtuse, or right. I tried to redraw it for you, however, you are fine just measuring it in the book. So line up the center of your protractor with the vertex, the bottom ray with 0, and then the top ray here. It'd be nice to have a ruler. However, my ruler is currently misplaced. So I have this weird box. I'm going to use that. So that goes to there. Okay, so that's just less than 50 degrees. That is definitely less than 90 degrees, which would make this an acute angle. So there we go, that's our answer for number 1. Circle that. 3 is just like this, okay? I'm gonna make it pretty easy for you. That should be a hint right there. Okay, so the book even, it draws that, but if I were to line up my protractor here, flipping it upside down, so that this is lined with the vertex out to 0, this goes right to 90, so this is a right angle. All right, that's 3. 5. We have a polygon. We need to name it, so it looks like this. This is a different side. I'm just going to put a line there. So all you got to do to name them is count them. Count the sides. So 1, 2, see, I'm putting dashes to know I already counted them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sides. So 9 sides. We should kind of know what that's called. If not, go back to the lesson where you learned the names of the polygons, which was on page 328. So 328 was the lesson about the polygons. But 9 sides is called a non or a 9. You know, non kind of sounds like nonagon, okay? That's 5. 7 says, are these figures congruent? Similar. Now, if they are congruent, they are also similar. Okay, so 7 gives you 2 of these guys here. Okay, those are supposed to be identical in the book. They are identical shapes, so they are congruent. And if they are congruent, they are also similar, okay? So that's your answer for that one. 9 gives you, first of all, a little square, then it gives you a bigger square. Same shape, different size. Okay, so these are similar, but they are not congruent. 11. You have to classify this triangle. Okay, so this triangle has a right angle, and then the sides, if you were to measure them with a ruler, you would clearly see that these are 3 different length sides. So it's a scalene triangle based on the sides, and it is a right triangle based on the one right angle that it has. Feel free to review your old lessons if you forgot about classifications of triangles. 13 would be here. So, okay, many of you told me the meaning of the word that this shape is. So this shape is no right angles, first of all. It does not have 4 parallel sides. It has 2, but this would be a trapezoid. Many of you wrote down that the meaning of the The word trapezoid was table in Latin, so it kind of looks like a table, if that helps you. That's 13. 15 is like this. Okay, so we have equal side, equal side, equal side, equal side, but of course they're not all equal. This here is 30 millimeters, and this here is 10 millimeters. Find the perimeter of the polygon. So you need to, when you're finding the perimeter, first label the length of each side so you don't forget to count it. If this is 30, this is also 30 because they both have those 2 dashes. And then if this is 10, this is also 10 because they both have 1 dash. And then add up your side lengths. You have 2 10 millimeter sides and 2 30 millimeter sides. So just add them all up, okay? So these zeros equal 0, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So it's going to be 80 millimeters for number 15. (17) is the circumference of each circle. So remember, circumference is diameter multiplied by pi. Okay, you can use either a fraction, 22/7, or you can use 3.14 for pi. Here on number 17, we have the radius, which is 13 meters. Okay, so you need to multiply the diameter by pi. So if this radius is 13, this is also 13. So altogether, the diameter is 13 plus 13. What's that? 3 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means the diameter of the circle is 26 meters. So now you can multiply 26 meters times, I'm doing this kind of funny, so I'm going to do it like this. Right? 3.14 times 26 meters. And then just go ahead and multiply. 6 times 4 is 24, carry the 2. 6 times 1, 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Cross that off, and then 2 times 4 is 8. Put an X in this 1's place. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 3 is 6. Add them together. 4 plus nothing is 4. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8. And then in your factors, where does the decimal go? So we have 1, 2 places to the right of the decimal. Let's put 1, 2 places to the right of the decimal. Go ahead and put your decimal right there. So the answer is 81 and 64 hundredths of a meter is the circumference around this circle for number 17. I'm going to put 19 right here. 19 says translate triangle ABC 4 units up and left 3 units. So I know I'm going up and left, so I'm going to draw the original triangle off to the right so I have room to go that direction. So the original triangle has this top vertex as B, and then it goes down 2 squares to A. Count them, 1, 2. Here is A. And then it goes over 1, 2, 3 squares to C, and then it goes back up, obviously. Okay, you need to translate it up 4, left 3. So remember, translate each point up 4, left 3, and then just connect the new dots you make. So start with B. Make it go up 4 and left 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is where B is going to go. Do the same with A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then do the same with C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, make sure you draw both shapes, obviously, so I know that you moved it correctly. Okay, that's number 19. 21, that was not number 19, that was number 21. Well, you just saw number 21. Make sure you note that this was 21, as I'm sure you already realized as you watched. Okay, number 19 we're actually going to do now. 19 says, is the dashed line in each figure a line of symmetry? Okay, so kind of looks like that. Dashed line goes like this. Is that a line of symmetry? So does it look the same on this side as it does on this side? Yes, it does. It's the same thing. So that is definitely a line of symmetry. 23 is your last one. A tennis court is 78 feet long and 36 feet wide. Find its perimeter. Okay, draw it. So draw a tennis court. You know what a tennis court looks like, right? If you want to do all the details, feel free. You don't have to. I like tennis, and I've been thinking lately I should get back into tennis. Not really sure if that's legal right now, but, you know. Okay, so here's my tennis court. Okay, so it's 78 feet long. So, right, 78 feet long. And is it 70 feet long only on the top, or is it also that long on the bottom? Yeah, it's the same on both. That's what a rectangle is. It's the two equal sides. On these sides, it is 36 feet wide. Okay, so here's my rectangle. Find the perimeter, add up all the sides, find the distance around the rectangle. So just go right on over here. We can either add them, or we could do 78 times 2 and then 36 times 2 and add them together. Or we can just add all 4. So I'm just going to add all 4. Try to keep my numbers straight in my head. If you want, you can just add 2 of these guys at a time. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So you could have gone like 78 plus 78 something plus the 36 plus the other is 36. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 6, 22. 22 plus 6 is 28. 8 here, 2 up here. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. So 228 feet was my answer. Okay, go ahead and do the evens now. Watch anything over again if you're confused as you do your homework, and come to the virtual classroom to ask any help you might need. God bless you.